So this is not ghetto at all. So I'm using the oven baked GTS 8800 GTS, and if you guys remember, I didn't have a cooler for it, so I strapped the CPU cooler with some zip ties on to cool it. I just need it because this motherboard doesn't have onboard graphics, at least not that I know of, and I want to make sure that I can, you know, test it, make sure it works. So we got everything hooked up. We have an Intel Core i3 cooler or something. It's a Haswell cooler. They actually do fit fairly well. You just kind of got to force it a little bit on there. We're using an Enermax 550 watt, which actually came from the build that had the bad motherboard with the Q6600. Once again, I got it for free. I was going to use the power supply he gave me, but it requires an 8-pin up here, which that power supply he gave me only has a 4. So we're going to go ahead and do our first time boot up here, and hopefully all goes well. Hey, this CPU cooler fan works. That's a good sign. So if you guys notice, the card is in a lower slot. And that is due to the fact that with this cooler on it, it doesn't fit in that top slot. Easiest way to put it, doesn't fit. So, waiting for anything to happen. Well, we have this. That's a good sign. It says reboot and select proper boot media. So let's go ahead and plug a hard drive in and see what happens. Though I would like to get in the BIOS, so I'm going to be plugging in a mouse and keyboard real quick as well, and we'll come back when I'm done doing that. Alrighty, so I just plugged in like a 500 gig laptop hard drive with Windows 10 on it, so let's see what happens. So if you guys were wondering what this motherboard is, it's a Asus P5K Deluxe. Alrighty, so we're in the BIOS. Here we go. This is what we want. Oh, you just type. You literally just type. There's no going up and down. Well, I'll have to look into overclocking one of these because I've actually never done it. So I'll look into that and see exactly what I should be typing in there. But overall, it looks like we're good. So let's go ahead and just exit and see if we can get this thing to boot up on my super budget so far of $20 and some free stuff. So I am going to be getting a graphics card, and this is going to be a super cheap gaming PC. We're going to find out how cheap. So there's Windows 10 logo. Woo! Woo! It's a good sign. Thank God. So far, it seems that the RAM slots are working. It seems, I don't know if I have AIDA64 already on this, but I'll go ahead and run it and see what we come up with. I'm curious on what this GPU is at, because that is definitely, let me go ahead and move over to this again so you guys can see how ridiculous this is. Let me adjust the camera. That is ridiculous. That is, it's so big, I could only put it in that slot. That's how ridiculous that is. Oh my God, alright, so. It's still loading Windows 10. This was from a different, plugged into a different system at one time, so I don't know if maybe that's why it's having issues. Definitely off to a good start. At least we got a post, we got a BIOS, we got it trying to load Windows. Like I said, it having a problem loading Windows might have to do with the fact that it at one time was plugged into a different computer. This motherboard also, by the way, has built-in Wi-Fi. Yeah, see, I think it was because it's plugged into a different motherboard now. It's having a little bit of trouble here trying to figure out exactly what it's supposed to be doing, but this is pretty sweet. I'm actually extremely happy with the $20 buy. Able to get this motherboard and the RAM, though it's not a lot of RAM. Technically I just paid 20 bucks for that one motherboard and the case because I really want that case. This computer's gonna be going in that case when the PC build is done. I just need to pick up a GPU for it. Yep, that is exactly what it's supposed to say. You read that correctly. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look who's already got AIDA64 on here. So far, it seems a little slow, but that's because it's running off an old laptop hard drive. I think that hard drive's from probably like 2005 or something. And it's also using SATA 2, because, you know, SATA 2 is the future. So, you know, you have to know. And I also have absolutely no graphics card drivers right now, so we're, you know, that's something. Sensors, you have the sensors or something? You have the sensors, pal. Let's go and move this up to not 1920 by 1080. Probably because there's no graphics drivers, so it's not seeing it. So with that Intel stock cooler, this isn't even the one with the copper base plate. This is like the i3 one that's like just a flat aluminum plate. We're sitting pretty damn cool here. That's really not bad. As far as our GPU goes, I can't scroll down anymore. I think that's all it's gonna let me see. But that's my update now for you guys as far as my super low-end budget build. And when I say super low-end, I'm aiming for well under $100. That's what I'm aiming. So far I'm $20 in. I need to find a good graphics card. Anyways, this is Steven with All Talk On. Be sure to subscribe so you can catch the rest of this and the full-on extreme budget build videos that will be coming in the future. But until then, I will catch you guys later.